Hello everyone, this is another solo boss farm vid, and today we're gonna try and farm Chiossen Shooting Breeze among boss in Turai's Procession in Nightfall. The boss itself is a healer with skills like Glimmer of Light, Healing Breeze, Restful Breeze and Supportive Spirit. Her group may have 2 monks 1 melee, or 1 monk 1 mesmer 1 melee, or even 2 mesmers 1 melee. The melees can be a warrior or dervish. They mean not much threat, but keep in mind blocking or anti-knockdown is necessary against the dervish. The N2 cupboards have some builds as the monk. The mesmers have some illusion magic builds which hurts if you try to use builds which work with attacks. At first glance this farm seemed like an easy one, but when you realize that you either get a strong healer group or a heavy anti-melee group with a potent healer, then it's a different story. So my first idea was a classic Wow of Strength dervish build, and I hope to spike down the boss with some derv power. So I bought up the birds and tried a classic VOS spike, but unfortunately the boss survived, and since VOS derv sucks versus a single target, she was able to out-heal my DPS. I knew some changes were needed and also thought of bringing the Legionnaire to increase my damage output. And he didn't disappoint this time either. With our combined forces we beat Chiossen Shooting Breeze. At this point I wasn't completely satisfied, so went on and tried other professions and builds too. I thought, what if I can keep the whole group on their feet with some epic knockdowns? Now if you've watched my warrior guide, you may remember how I kept the Jade Brotherhood in control with an Earthshaker build, and I plan to do something similar. So my theory was, as long as my timing is perfect, the boss and her friends can't really hit me. Obviously I got a bad spawn and the mesmer's hacks drained like 50% of my HP till I got close to them. Never mind, I tried my best and this is how it went. So I've stopped the clip here on purpose, and as you can see I have only 1 HP, but the boss is also close to death. And guess what happened? I lost the double adrenaline effect and couldn't continue keeping them knocked down, so finally the boss won. I knew with better aggro and some luck this is possible, so I gave it some tries, and this was my last successful run as a warrior. So as long as you have 33% attacking speed and perfect timing, you can solo Chiossen with the hammer warrior as well. The build is not the most reliable one, but definitely an exciting one to try. And by the way, I'm very proud of my warrior, finally he can show up in a solo boss farm video too. Alright, let me show you some other builds now. Mesmer's point of view, classic drain the mob's energy and kill the boss trick. It works, it does, but since we must rely on 1 melee and the boss has high energy regen, it takes a while to actually kill him. You know, Glimmer of Light only costs 5 energy, so it's kind of easy for Chiossen to heal herself every now and then. Anyway, the build works, but it's like 2.5 minutes of work. With Derv and Warrior it was much faster though. After this I gave Necro a try. Spoil Victor and low HP Necro can be great, but not this time. Bad spawn, 3 monks, and also the boss has like 20 healing prayers, so my poor little Necro had no chance. So after these tries I decided to do the 200 runs on Derv. Why Derv and not Mez or Warrior? You know, Derv was probably the most reliable and fastest of all. I know their builds requires a Legionnaire, but I thought I could spend 200 skill points for this vid. So the farm starts from Spear Sanctuary and with a Horizon trick. Enter command post and go in the direction of Turai's Procession. The Paragon hero is recommended to make the run faster, and also it helps with bowling up fools. Make sure you don't aggro any other groups like the Hackheads, and micromanage Enduring Harmony, make haste, and 1 additional shout on yourself. It's important, as long as you have more than 1 speed boost on you, the birds will think you are faster than they are and they will run to the same spot. Before the fight use Sand Shard, Mystic Regen, and always have Mirage Cloak up. When the ball is ready, use Armor of Sanctity, Standard of Honor, VOS, and wait for the moment when the mesmer's clumsiness ends. Then spike, quickly use Heart of Fury and keep on attacking them. When most fools are dead, use the Summoning Crystal and continue attacking the boss. Soon enough she will give up, and if you are lucky you get her green, a scroll, an elite tome or something nice. Also there is a luck chest in this area, so you can work on your treasure hunter tightly too. Plus I got a perfect Q8 weapon once, but sadly it was only a white one. Now let's see how Chiossen Shooting Breeze performed. After 200 runs I've got the following: 6 elite tomes, 20 green focuses, 19 gold coins, 2 unid golds, 42 scrolls, and 104 no drops. By the way, her green item is a decent healing prayers of hand. Let me know if you need some, I still have a few left. And the 6 elites and 20 greens put the boss in the upper section of the table. We can say she's a great elite and green dropper. So this was my Guild Wars vid for today, hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to suggest future victims, future bosses for future videos. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.